Hello, welcome back to the Spin Diaries. Excuse the tired face, croaky voice. My little boy's been ill this week. He's back at school today though, so hopefully back to normal for a little while until the summer holidays hit. Yeah, it is Thursday, the 26th of June. This is another of my Spin Diary videos where I take you through the process of how I spin some of my yarn. Again, these are not intended to be tutorials. I'm not, I'm no expert. I'm very much winging it. But I just like to show you how I do things. I find it interesting when people do videos like this, so I'm hoping you do too. I have just received, well, yesterday, the latest instalment of the Magical World Fibre Club from Folk Yarn Studio. It is called, I've got it upside down so I can't read it. It is called The Forest. It is 100 grams of white Shetland top, and it is, as ever, utterly gorgeous. I know I say this every time, but Laura of Folk Yarn has done an amazing job of both choosing and dyeing up these colours. It's so pretty, really summery as well. So yeah, very, very pretty. So I'm going to undo this braid and split up the yarn, ready to start spinning. Probably won't get time to actually spin any just at the moment because my son and my husband will be back from the school run in about 20-25 minutes, but I should be able to get this split and prepped, ready to spin. So I'm going to adjust the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. Be back in a sec. Please excuse the cluttered state of my desk. It's utter chaos, as per usual, possibly even more than usual. I don't know. Oh, the scissors have gone. I don't know where they went. Never mind. Right, that's the label. That can go over there. Look at that. I think this is going to make a really lovely fractal spin. Could be wrong, but that is the feel I'm getting. Other end. Do it from the other end. There we go. Yeah, because there's a decent amount of contrast between the dark and the light in this. So I think I'm going to split this up for a fractal spin, which means splitting it because I want a 3. Start again. I want a 3-ply yarn. Sorry about all the background noise, by the way. It's really, really windy today. And I haven't got my window properly open, although I did earlier. But it is on vent, so there's quite a strong breeze coming through the room, which is lovely, but means things keep banging and rustling. Anyway, because I want a 3-ply yarn, I'm going to split this into 3, and then one section I will leave as a single section, and then the others I will split. I think I'll split one in 2. Actually, no, I think this time I'm going to split into 3 sections because I need to. I think I will leave 2 of them as they are, and then just split the 3rd one. And I might split it into 3. Because that, yeah. I might do that and just see how that works out. Let's have a go. So, roughly a 3rd, give or take. I can always weigh it when I've done it. The middle bit feels a little bit thin. Trying to be consistent, but that's easier said than done sometimes. But like I say, if I weigh each of the sections when I'm done, and then if there's a major discrepancy I can sort it out. get it pretty close, just by eyeballing it. Which is a horrible expression I don't really like, but it does the trick. Let me stop babbling and I'll just split this. Okay, here we are. Now, the really important thing with this is to make sure that when it comes to spinning, I spin them all from the same end. So I'm going to wind them up into little loose balls now, and then I will weigh them. And then I'll hopefully they'll all be roughly the same weight, and I can just crack on with splitting one of them. What I'll probably do is split whichever one is if there is a difference, I'll split whichever one has the biggest difference. I don't know why, that just makes sense to me. Right, scales. Okay, that one's 33 grams, that bodes well because it's a 100-gram braid. Let's see. Oh, that one's 36. And that one's 35. So actually those two are pretty much the same. So yeah, I'm going to split this one in 3. That's better. Split this one. In 3 or in 2? In 3. I'll split it in 3. I'll make my mind up in a minute. And again, I need to remember this is the outside. And again, it doesn't matter quite so much if these aren't completely even, because the whole point is that I want the colour to transition at a different rate with this section than with the other two. I do just want to make sure that it's not completely uneven, so I think I need a bit less actually for this first section. Okay, that's one section done. Take this back to the other end so I know what I'm doing, I don't confuse myself. And split the rest of this in 2. Which is always easier than splitting anything into 3. Okay, just wind these two back up. This is going to be so pretty when it's finished, I can feel it. And I really like actually how all the colours through this little collection, the Magical World subscription, it's not a fade, but they're all kind of moving. What am I trying to say? The colours go together really well. So the colours of this yarn, the June instalment. My words are failing me today. Yeah, the colours of the June instalment go really well with the May instalment, which go really well with the April instalment, and so on. So that's nice to see. Right, I'd best go and sort myself out ready for the child coming home. But I will do some spinning later, and I will show you at least some of the spinning. Again, I won't show you all of it because it gets very samey after a while, but I'll show you a bit. Hello again. I'm just coming to the end of the first third of this section of the braid, and so I just thought I'd show you how I'm getting on. I'm loving this fibre. It is drafting so evenly. This is probably going to end up being one of my most consistent spins if things carry on this way, which is pretty awesome. The colours are gorgeous. Like I said at the beginning, sorry, my spinning machine keeps getting really noisy today and I don't know why. Yeah, I think I said at the beginning, I always love Laura's colours. I don't know, she's got a really good eye for it, I think. I've got some of her yarn coming soon, actually. She's had a little sale for a birthday, so I thought I'd order myself some. Isn't really relevant right now, but hey. Yeah, it's looking really good. I'm managing to get it nice and thin. Nice amount of spin to it. Hopefully it's going to create a really, really lovely yarn by the end of it. We shall see. I don't know how much more of the actual spinning process I will show you. It's possible that the next time you see me I'll be starting to ply. We'll see. I shall check back in at some point soon. Hello again. It is Thursday. I'm going to have to keep this quick because I'm running out of storage space on my laptop again. I just wanted to quickly show you the singles before I start applying them. So I was going to adjust the camera angle so I can show you them all together. Okay, so this one and this one are from the sections of the braid that were not split any further. They were just spun as they are. And then this one is the one that was split in 3 again. You can see that the colour sections, stripes, are much smaller on this bobbin. So hopefully once I apply it and get them all twisted together, we should get a nice effect of colour movement and variegation throughout the skein. So I'm going to start applying and I'll check back in later and show you how it's going. Okay, I have finished playing and I am winding it onto the niddy noddy so that I can sort it out ready to be soaked to set the spin. I just wanted to show you a little bit of this so you can see how the colours have kind of mixed up and where they've blended, where they've separated, just how it's looking. You can see it quite well on the bobbin. See, it's almost like a striped yarn now, but with a little bit of extra variegation thrown in. I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to finish winding up and tie it off. Hopefully I can soak it tomorrow get it hung up to dry, and then in a couple of days I'll come back and show you the finished result. Good morning. It is Monday the 7th of July and I've got it in a tangled mess. It's finished. So happy with this. Look at the way the colours have worked in there. This is my first really successful fractal spin. So happy with how the colours have worked out. So happy with it. You should have just seen some footage of me doing the final stages of sorting this out. Yeah, it's gone great. But no, ended up with a DK weight yarn, which is fine. That's about what I'm aiming for with these ones. Got 97 grams, I think, in the end. Which has worked out at just short of 230 yards, which is plenty. Yeah, I'm super happy with it. So I've taken a couple of pictures of of the yarn. Basically, I've got one of how it looks on the cake, like when I caked it up before I wound it like this, and I think one while I was halfway through rewinding it. And yeah, just get it twisted up and I can put it away, ready to add to the blanket. There we go. It's pretty decent twisty skate. Honestly, yeah, I don't know whether it's just I suppose it's a bit of both, isn't it? It's partly the excellent job of dyeing it that Laura has done, dyeing of the fibre, and then I've managed to actually spin it up in a way that's made those colours work in this sort of lovely, mild, variegated, slightly stripy way that it does. I love it. So that's it, there's another one done. As always, I hope that you found this interesting and at least mildly informative. And I will be some point with the next one. There are, I think that I've done another mini video with a completely different fibre. It's not part of this collection, and of course there's my podcast, and I'm planning some other videos as well soon, so there should be plenty for you to watch. But yeah, until the next one, take care.